I want to talk with you today about life and life vision and dreams and how we are actually creating our own lives. And you must be like thinking, easy for you to say because you do whatever, but truth is that everyone can create the life they want. And the whole point about it is to really be intentional on what you want to do. And that's also like not saying about conditions. Yes, some people are more privileged than others and they have more conditions. If you look at me, you might think a white girl, she definitely has a lot of privileges, and that's not at all the reality. For those of you who don't know, I'm Brazilian, and I grew up with my mom telling me, hey honey, like just you cannot dream this. You cannot dream that you're gonna be traveling all the world because this is only for rich people kids. And this was seriously what I would hear in my childhood. And when I was telling my mom that I was so obsessed about learning English because I knew I would be working and traveling and like having like the world as my family and friends, and I would have to really know English. So yes, I don't come from this privileged family, and what I'm here to say is that, for example, if you look at your back in your life 10 years ago, how was it? How different was it? Where were you? What were your dreams? What were you doing? Because when I take a look back like 10 years ago, wow, my life was just not at all like this. I wasn't myself. I was living the life of someone else. I was just, being trained in university and, having a boyfriend and being prepared to just follow the traditional path. And I was so miserable and so depressed inside. I've never felt like myself. I couldn't express myself. I would never even consider being on YouTube. So this was definitely a big jump. On this past 9 years, actually, I've traveled the world, I've studied abroad, I've got international clients, I have an international business, and pretty much my life it's like even better than if I would even dream of. So in my case here, I also believe that we need to set the visions and the goals, but also with ability of having it open to really embrace opportunities from life. So if we're very clear on our purpose and like what is our vision, what we want to experience in the world, like we set an intention to the universe and things will start happening. Of course, because you're also taking the steps for it. You're also preparing yourself, you're also getting the skills, you're also going to learn whatever you want and talking with the right people and preparing yourself for it. But also being able to be open to embrace opportunities that definitely makes us take like jumps, we go to places that were beyond our expectations before. And I say this because really, if I think about my life now, it's actually the things that I've experienced lately, it's been beyond my dreams. And I know that if before I would actually even dream about it, I would be like, oh, I don't have money for this. I don't have money for this kind of like 5-star hotel or for this kind of lifestyle of going to those top conferences or, being part of this amazing community or being surrounded with 7 figures, 6 figures entrepreneurs, even 8 figures actually, friends of mine. So even more mentors that are, people that before I wouldn't even be able to talk with. So I think it's like we have to at least have that setting of the intention and dream big. Allow yourself to dream big. So this is just like that reminder of dreaming big about your life, creating the life you want, and just a little exercise before, as soon as you finish, right? Like as soon as you finish this video, get the pen and paper and start writing down 10 years from now. Also do it like for 5 years from now, because you can see the difference. Even in 1 year, also, it's really good to break this exercise. So what you're gonna do is you're going to be in your future self. So you're gonna be yourself writing a letter for yourself in 1 year from now, then in 5 years from now, and then in 10 years from now. And you're gonna be explaining to you what are the things that happen on this period. What are the things that changed? What are the conquers that you had? What were the amazing opportunities that showed up in your life and you went for it? What were the goals that you achieved? And the other part of the exercise, I also want you to really just set the intention about the lifestyle, about how you're living your life. What are the things that are evolved in your life? So you're gonna be writing as how you woke up. Are you waking up by yourself? Where are you waking up? What is the environment? What do you do as soon as you wake up? Do you have people around you? Who are the people who are around you in that time in your life? I'm not saying only about the morning, but throughout the day. What are the things that you do in the morning? Do you have morning routines? Do you go directly to work? Do you do sports? Do you do adventures? What do you do? Lunchtime. Do you have lunch? Are you fasting? What are you doing? What's the time that you work? What kind of work are you doing? Afternoon. Who are you meeting? Who is in your life? What kind of events are in your life? Also make sure to include the details. What's the location? And for example, if you're in your home, how is that home? Where is that located? How is it decorated? Where in the world are you? And then you go throughout the day, all the way to night. How is that do you have a social night, or do you have more quiet and calm, winding down kind of evening? What are your rituals before going to sleep? What are the things that you're most grateful that you achieved that day? And then you can just put as much details. You can also flower it even more, this kind of portrait of your day. This is just gonna set the intentions of what you want to be doing by that time, in 1 year from now, in 5 years from now, and then in 10 years. And as well, so those are two exercises. One is the letter about what happened. So it's in a big vision of what happened and goals achieved throughout the world. And this one is how you're feeling, what are the things that you did throughout your ideal day. And I want you later to really stop and read this and connect. This is a really important part. Sometimes we just write. Write is awesome. It does start making things more concrete. But then later I want you to stop and then read them very consciously, and read them kind of feeling it, that it's real. What are the feelings that you actually feel in that moment? What are the emotions that you feel achieving all those things that you wrote on the paper? Start imagining how that is happening, how this is playing out, how is your day playing out. Really imagine and connect with that feeling. And if you do that little exercise of later on to really read again and again, some people do it daily, just 5 minutes to really just read one of those papers and reconnect with that feeling. Or you can do it the whole bunch, weekly or monthly. But it is just so good exercise, because it starts really remembering you. What are the things that you want? And whenever you're going to take decisions now in life, if you have to take a job that you don't really necessarily want, you have a full perspective of where you want to achieve, where you want to go, what you want to achieve, how you want to live your life, and start being aligned to it. And start bringing as well more information so you can really fully live your purpose. Or if you're still not clear and sure, maybe throughout this exercise, you will at least have better knowledge of what are the things that you are involved with, and the things that you want to really fulfill, and the things that you want to be doing, or at least how you want to be living your life, who you want to be around you, and all those amazing things. And I really truly hope and wish that everyone does achieve all those things. And let me know in the comments how it's been, and maybe 1 year later, let me know if you actually did make it. So I hope you enjoyed this exercise. I find it amazing and fun, imaginative, and definitely has created an incredible life for me. So let me know if you like this video by giving me the thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe to Thrive.